I think the best question, right? It's not that really is it good or not, actually, but the better question is how can Blizzard give players a better opportunity to see this lore? Because right now it seems like they what?
Okay, go on. I'm sorry. Finish.
Well, it seems like players don't get it. Like if you were to ask like any normal player, like most players, I would say, like what do you think about the lore? Many of them, I would assume, probably would have no fucking idea what was going on.
I would agree. I mean, I noticed in when you watched one of my videos, I appreciate that, by the way, the last time around. Like, I mentioned that there's a point where during the Dark Shore storyline, Sourfang is going to assassinate Malfurion, and he's actually about to like bring his axe down upon him. And they didn't put this in the game at all, and I don't know why. But if you read the novellas that came out that pertain to the War of the Thorns, which is the Dark Shore shit, it talks about how Elune actually physically pacifies Sourfang. It also talks about how Sylvanas knew that that was going to take place, like something where Elune was going to intervene would take place.
Yeah.
But none of that's in the game, and I think that's Blizzard's biggest problem is there's way too much
third-party lore.
Yeah, like way too much. Way too much is in books that people either can't afford or don't have time to sit down and read, or maybe like can't read. You never know. There's way too much stuff that's in the short stories and comics and in audio dramas. Like not enough of that is actually put into the game, and I think that's why there's a huge disconnect. It's because if you don't go out of your way to read those things, then you just won't know. I don't know why they do that.
I think that's a really good point, honestly, and I think that's very true. I mean, that was, I think, the same thing I was saying with Deathwing is, to me, like, whenever they announced Deathwing, I was like, oh my god, this is fucking awesome. I was more hyped for Deathwing than I was for the Lich King. Honestly, I was. You know, because I knew a lot more about Deathwing than I did the Lich King. It was just like, you know, some guy. And so, yeah, it's like whatever, right? I mean, I don't know. It just seemed like Deathwing would be like much more of an imposing threat than the Lich King. You know, he's a giant dragon, and you know,
flies around and literally burns your shit down.
yeah. I mean, look, no, it's some guy. Like, no, listen, like listen, guys, like Deathwing is literally like Arthas caused a bit of trouble. Okay, Deathwing revamped the entire fucking world. Okay?
True.
He's extremely powerful, all right? And I'm not going to say, like, oh, Arthas is more powerful or whatever, because I think that isn't there, like, a thing where, like, Deathwing said that he was afraid of Arthas, right? Or the Lich King? I'm like 95%.